mission is underway to broaden direct tax net. What is the impact of narrowing the direct taxes net on indirect taxes? Is India one of the most generous tax exemptors in the world? Is demonetization widening the direct tax net? Why Indian agricultural sector is tax-free? GS Paper 3, Indian Economy. What is the context about? 2016-17 Economic Survey has a telling graph, a picture that speaks 1,000 words. It shows that in Norway, for every 100 voters, there are 100 taxpayers. In India, for every 100 voters, we have 7 taxpayers. It is as if the voters form the government, and the taxpayers help fund it. Of course, these numbers are only for people who pay income taxes. The burden of indirect taxes is upon all of us. But is this fair? What is the impact of narrowing of direct taxes net on indirect taxes? Indirect taxes are regressive, don't depend on the income or paying capacity of the payer, and ultimately hurt the poor disproportionately. The Goods and Services Tax, GST, is an indirect tax, and its rates and average burden are expected to be even higher than what prevails now. Indirect taxes in the form of excise taxes have risen by almost 50% for 2 consecutive years. Tax on petrol itself is up by 150% since July 2014. What should be done? It is time we confront the curse of the silently escalating indirect taxes in India. That cannot be done unless we increase direct tax collection and widen the net to cover more direct taxpayers. Is India one of the most generous tax exemptors in the world? Our generosity extends not just to capital gains, but to income taxpayers as well. The minimum threshold below which no income tax is paid is Rs 2.5 lakh. This is 250% of India's per capita gross domestic product, GDP. That makes India one of the most generous exemptors in the world. In most countries, income tax becomes payable when your income is about 1/2 or 1/4 of the average income in your country. Indeed, in Russia, you pay income tax from the very first ruble that you earn. With such a generous exemption, is it any wonder that only 3% of Indians pay income tax? Why Indian agricultural sector is tax-free? Only 14% of national income is from the agriculture and allied sectors. Almost 95% of the farmers who own land have barely 2-hectare holdings. Even with very high productivity, they can make only a modest income, which if all taxed, will add possibly 1% of gross domestic product, GDP, to tax collections. This won't even move the needle. Besides, this would need a constitutional amendment. What's needed, instead, is to catch the crooks who go scot-free misrepresenting their income as coming from agriculture. Is demonetization widening the direct tax net? One silver lining is in the outcome of demonetization. Next year, the union budget expects national income to go up by 12%, but personal income tax collection will rise by 25%. Indeed, in the first 3 quarters of this year, personal tax collection is up 34%. For the past 2 years, direct taxes have risen by 17% in each year, even though rates have stayed unchanged. That shows a healthy widening of the tax net. Post-demonetization and the surge in bank deposits, about 1.8 million people have received hello letters from tax authorities because of suspiciously high deposits. Most of them will hopefully join the income taxpayers club.